So we've learned about invertebrates and that they do not have a backbone. Now we're going to talk about vertebrates. So most of the time when you think of animals, you're going to think of vertebrates. Vertebrates they have a vertebrae, they have a backbone. They also all have an endoskeleton. So all of their skeletons, their skeletal systems are all on the inside. So vertebrates are broken into one of 5 groups. They are either fish, amphibians, mammals, birds, or reptiles. So every vertebrate falls into one of those 5 categories. And today we're going to look at fish and amphibians. So fish, they have backbones. There are more types of fish than there are any other type of vertebrate, so they're very diverse. So some fish can be super, super small. Other fish can be huge. And they come in different colors. Some of them glow in the dark. So fish have some really cool adaptations depending on where they live in water. So if they live in the really deep parts of the ocean, they're going to look a lot different than fish that maybe live in the creek or the lake or pond near your house. So some traits that fish have. All fish have scales. Their scales are like bony plates that cover them. All fish are cold-blooded. So what it means to be cold-blooded is whatever temperature the water is, that's what temperature the fish is. So if the fish is in warm water, the insides of the fish are warm. If the fish is in cold water, the insides of the fish are cold. So we are warm-blooded. Our insides are always warm, no matter how cold it is outside. Fish are not the same. Fish breathe through their gills. So they breathe in water and they get all their oxygen through the water. Fish have fins, so they don't have legs, but they have fins that help them swim. And fish lay eggs. So that is another characteristic of them. You'll see the diagram with lots of different the parts of the fish, as well as the fish life cycle. So this video is going to talk about fish. That's one of our 5 types of vertebrates. We're also going to talk about amphibians. So amphibians are frogs, salamanders, newts. They have some important traits that make them amphibians. They have really smooth skin and it stays wet. So they don't have to live in water all the time, but they need to always be near water so they can't get too far away or their skin will dry out. Amphibians are also cold-blooded. So their temperature is whatever the temperature of their surroundings are. Amphibians breathe through gills and through lungs. And amphibians lay eggs. The amphibian life cycle is different. So think about the frog. They are born in the water, but then when they mature, they live on land. So amphibians are special because they are land and water creatures.